Jacob. And to Brian's point, yeah, this is a small amount of money, but there are a lot more cases. And this also speaks to how these companies do business. There is a conversation going on, right, about how social media companies are operating and the influence they have. But I think at a time where there's a feeling that social media companies maybe have been patronizing some of the users of social media and the people who have been complaining about the effects of them, perhaps they have to listen a little bit more. And this could really affect their bottom line and how they do business.
I mean, yeah, from just a pure dollars and cents perspective, sure, $3 million for an individual plaintiff, maybe that's something that a company like this can afford, but there's 350 family cases in the pipeline behind this plaintiff. If you've got 3 million per, that's already over $1 billion. Beyond that, you've got another 250 school districts lining up to sue. That's going to be, thousands more kids conceivably per school district, and then you're getting into some very large numbers very fast. But all of that aside, I mean, what this really says to me, what is such a big deal about this, is that we're really looking at harm in this whole new way, that the architecture of choice, the way in which these companies have built the experience of being together online, has, in this case, the jury has found, cause damage to young people. And that idea, which is beyond the sort of the general feeling we all have that something is wrong with childhood, moves us into this legal theory that can be pursued, thinking now in very concrete terms about a behavioral harm at scale by design. And that is an entirely new world. We are literally sitting here, I think, at the moment when we figured out that seatbelts in cars are the difference between, danger and not, right? We're at the moment here, I think we're figuring out that there is a causal connection between, cancer and cigarettes. It's that kind of legal theory that is suddenly in place here. And we're now, I think, Brian's right there, that we're at the beginning of an absolutely new era in thinking about how social media is really working on kids and the liability that companies have when they play around with kids' behavior for profit, which until now has been entirely legally acceptable. And now we're in an entirely new world, you guys.
Yeah, really is. Jacob, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much. What a huge moment as a jury has found Meta and Google liable in Meta and YouTube. Meta and YouTube.
Yes.
Meta and YouTube liable.
YouTube.
That's right. And Google liable in social media addiction trial. 70% responsible, they said, for Meta, 30% for YouTube. We'll continue to monitor that. We're also monitoring the White